left. And in the takeaway, we want to feel more of a heel of the club leads the toe of the club in the takeaway. So it looks something more like this versus fanning it open to here. So those two cures are really going to help them out a lot, feeling that heel to toe takeaway.
And then by adjusting that grip and strengthening a bit, hopefully you'll have a little bit more room to release coming through, and you won't have as much of a chicken wing as you will. You'll be folding that left arm right into the follow through.
Exactly. And another good drill for that is to set up like you would hit any normal shot and get your toes from that point pointed at about 45 degrees back behind the ball. And as you can see, my back is more to the target here. A lot of the slicer, you're going to see that club lagging behind. The chest is going to face more of the target. This drill right here is going to help them come more from the inside, okay? And when you're working on this drill, I want them to feel like they're going to shape that shot, let the club release instead of chicken wing. I want them to feel like they're going to shape that shot right to left. Okay. It's going to start right at the target line and end up left.
All right, and flippers of the world and casters of the world and those who tend to pull up out of posture hit the ball very thin. What kind of drill do you have for golfers who hit it thin?
Well, someone who hits it thin, you're going to see them in this type of fashion.
A flipped or casted position.
Exactly. The club head's going to pass the hands. Simply enough, I would like to see them hit a lot of chips where they feel like the hands stay ahead of the club head. A good way to get that feeling is feel the shaft or the handle of the club, moving to their left as their body turns, not their body staying in one place, not turning, and the hands flipping the club head.
How about for those who hit it heavy, the chunkers of the world?
For those who hit it heavy, one common thing you're going to see is they have kind of a fake turn. They're going to lift the club with the arms, okay, and basically you can't unwind what you never wound up. So from there, they're going to move the body forward and have more of a chopping motion at the golf ball. Okay, one drill I would give for them is once they get in their proper setup, toe that right foot out, maybe a little bit more than they typically would. What that's going to allow them to do is move and coil behind the golf ball.
Just a couple of basic setups, fundamental changes in setup is what you do for people, and it's really going to help eliminate a lot of those problems. All right, hopefully anyone who suffers from any of those four things, which is just about everybody because it's really the only four things you can suffer from in the game of golf, you wrote things down. I mean, there's a lot to learn right there in that segment alone. We still have some work to do. We have a lesson coming your way for a viewer. It's live, and he's right here on our set. His name is Thomas Keene. Hi, Thomas.
Hello,
you ready
Kelly.
for that lesson?
Yes, I would. I've loved everything you said so far.
Hook, slice, thin, or heavy? Which one are you?
I'm heavy, and I tend to pull the ball.
Heavy and pull. All right. Well, Thomas, you met the man that's going to help you right here, Theron.
All
right, we'll be right back on Academy Live. He's going to get a live lesson. Stick around.
Why does the U.S. Olympic team compete with the support of thousands of Gateway PCs? Because serious competitors require serious power. Right now, Gateway can equip you to compete for just $499.99. The 310T Power Package comes complete with a fast Intel Pentium 4 processor, 17-inch monitor, and our gold medal service and support. And for a limited time, get free shipping. So call 1-800-GATEWAY now.
7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. Aha!
Orbitz makes it easy to find your trip. The Orbitz Matrix shows more low fares than anyone. More hotels, more cars. Find more. Orbitz, and go.
Introducing the ERC Fusion Driver from Callaway Golf. Part forged titanium, part carbon composite. Where there's fusion, there's power.
the 7-passenger, electronic 4-wheel drive Acura MDX. Power and safety, living in perfect harmony.
We have them all. Past, present, and future. The Golf Channel, the exclusive home of Shell's wonderful world of golf. Don't miss the match of Couples versus Daly, Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, only on the Golf Channel.
Coming up on the Natural Golf Makeover Challenge.
The pressure is getting to our fivesome during the final weeks, and the fashion guru has Wild Bill dressing like a real golfer instead of one of Hell's Angels on the next Natural Golf Makeover Challenge.
We're back on Academy Live, and it is Play Golf America for everybody. If you want to learn more about this program, it's wonderful, providing ways for people to be introduced to the game, to get to know the game, to really enjoy it. Log on to playgolfamerica.com. We'd like to welcome Thomas Keene to the set on Academy Live. He's about to take a live lesson with Theron Harvey, and you came here through the Wisconsin Golf Association and Charter Media. You want a promotional event there.
That's right.
It's good to have you on the show. Tell us about your golf game, Thomas.
Well, we've had a wonderful time here in Orlando. We've played at a tough golf course with water on 16 of 18 holes. And I hit most of that water
At least
at
you're
one
consistent.
time or another in the last 2 days. And so I'm looking for some instruction of how to avoid all of those penalty strokes.
What would you say your typical ball flight pattern was? Left to right, right to left, high, low?
Most of my life I've been a left to right. I've been a slicer.
Okay.
And recently I've made a real strong grip with my left hand, and that's helped the slice, but I tend to pull a lot of balls now and get in trouble with mature trees or water or whatever else happens to be there.
Well, if you can, take your grip for me. And one thing I'm going to check, I don't know if this, if we can see this from behind here, but we want to be able to see a little more of the left arm and a little less of the right. As you can see, Thomas had that right arm on top, okay?
Yeah.
So what I want you to feel, hold that club out in front of you in your left hand. I want you to feel that club underneath that little soft pad in your hand there, instead of up farther in your palm. So you can still have what you imagine is a strong grip, but have it be up in your palm and not in your fingers. Okay, so one test I want to perform for you is keep it in that left hand. Okay, and I want you to take all your fingers off except for the pointer finger and that palm, and feel that little pressure
Okay,
there.
yes, I do.
Okay.
So you're able to support the club doing that. Is that what you're looking for? Okay.
Exactly. Now, if the club in that instance gets up in your palm, okay, it's going to slip right out in that instance.
Okay.
That's good. It's very good.
All right, that helps.
So that's a nice tip to help you strengthen your grip. Okay.
And basically from there, when you put your right hand on, just hide that thumb. Okay? Now, if I was to pull this, well, keep your grip on there, Thomas. If I was to take this club and pull it straight out, loosen up the arms and the hands, keep your hands on, I'd be able to see a square club face and the arms and the fingers. If you had a weak grip or a closed face grip, you would be able to tell when I straighten this club out. Okay? But that looks good. So we want to be firm with the hands on the club, but not real tight. I can feel a lot of tension in there. So we want to keep that nice and loose in the hands and forearms, and keep the club in the fingers. Okay?
I like that.
Okay, so we've strengthened the grip, and to help him avoid pulling shots, is that really going to be a big aid to him, or are there other areas that we need to go?
It will. I'd like to see a set up to one for me, Thomas. And
you can pull a ball from the pile if you want to set up to it, Thomas, to help you with a visual there. Just put one up there for you. There you go.
And just from there, once you get set up, that's actually a very good setup there, Thomas.
Not too shabby, Thomas. Looks pretty good.
It does. Now, what iron do you have there?
7-iron.
Okay. set up to it again for me and just hold your position there. And one thing I do see, Thomas, is that ball position. Stay in that same position. That ball position, to me, is a little bit too far forward because I see from here your shoulders are open. So if we, again, have those railroad tracks, we have our club face ball and target on one line and our body line on another, I see the shoulders a little bit open. What I'd like you to do, which will help you stop pulling the ball, is move that back, okay? So I want you to focus not on ball position in relation to your feet, but in relation to the buttons and the logo on your shirt, okay?
Okay.
Now, as soon as you move that ball back off your buttons, that's going to square up your shoulders and help you swing more down the line.
Okay.
So grip and setup, those are two things that are going to help you swing more down the line and not have to reach back and pull the ball.
Thomas, you will be amazed at how much just those two static changes will make a difference in your golf game. It's hard to believe, but it all makes sense to you, right?
Oh, you bet it does.
I mean, this is going to be pretty cool because ball position, I mean, that really is a determining factor in a lot of things. So
It is. Well, if the ball position creeps up too far forward, we have to make a big lateral move, okay? And as you can see, when we make that lateral move to the left side, my body opens up, club legs behind, and, you know, I have basically an outside to inside swing. You know, and if you have a square club face, that ball's going left.
Okay.
all right, Thomas, what's the handicap?
22 right now.
We're awaiting that first email from you that says it's gone down a little bit. Penalty strokes, if you shave those off, you'd be amazed at what you can do with that handicap.
I hope so. I hope you're right.
All right, Thomas Keene, congratulations. You made it through your live lesson on Academy Live.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
We'd love to have you
Thank
on
you.
the show one day. Keep logging on to the Golf Channel and find out all the different ways you can participate in this show. Viewer involvement continues when we return. We'll take an internet question. Theron will have the answer, and also we have some coaching tips coming your way. Stick around, everybody.
Looks like someone got in late last night.
I tried to call, but I couldn't get through. It won't happen again. No, it won't.
Staying in touch is easy with GSM America from AT&T Wireless. With double the coverage and improved signal strength, it's our best network ever. Sign up now on a qualified plan and add extra lines for $9.99 each.
Don't forget to pick up your brother after practice. Call me if you're gonna be late. That's right. You can't.
GSM America from AT&T Wireless. How many bars do you have?
He went to his doctor and asked about Cialis. And that's exactly what she had in mind. Ask your doctor if Cialis is right for you. Cialis, are you ready?
Hi, I'm Ron Jaworski, and I switched to natural golf and went from a 12 to a 5 handicap. I'm playing better golf because natural golf gave me a more natural swing, and it is so easy to learn. That's why natural golf guarantees you'll get it in just 7 minutes. It paid off for Craig Bowden, right, PGA Tour.
I think natural golf has helped me tremendously. It simplifies the game. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm in the top 10 driving accuracy on the PGA Tour. That's a stat that I know that I'm going to be in every year because of the things that I do with natural golf. I think that any player can get better with natural golf. Take it from a PGA Tour player. I've gotten better, and I think you will too.
Call now to try the Natural Golf 7 Minutes to Better Golf package for 30 days absolutely free. All you pay is shipping and handling. You'll also get a free 1-year subscription to Golf Digest magazine. And if you're one of the first 50 callers, we'll send you a dozen of MaxFly's Ditech golf balls absolutely free. Call now.
Flight 828 now boarding at gate 9.
Mr. Gilmore. Mr. Gilmore, your foursome is on the tee. Have fun and hit 'em straight.
What's more fun than a round with friends? Visit PlayGolfAmerica.com, where you'll find thousands of courses with a variety of programs suited to your game. Play Golf, America.
You might not see the Swedish bikini team, but you won't want to miss this. Sweden's own triple bogey of fashion, Jesper Parnevik, Jarmo Sandelin, and the newest sensation, Fredrik Jakobsen, will model all of their skills at the Scandinavian Masters, only on the Golf Channel.
Coming up on the Natural Golf Makeover Challenge.
The pressure is getting to our fivesome during the final weeks, and the fashion guru has Wild Bill dressing like a real golfer instead of one of Hell's Angels on the next Natural Golf Makeover Challenge.
We love to take your emails. Log on to thegolfchannel.com and send us one on Academy Live. This week, question from Jake Hopp in Birmingham, Alabama. I have a problem coming over the top. What drill should I use to fix the problem? Theron Harvey has your answer, Jake.
All right, Jake. To fix your problem from coming over the top, there is one drill I'd like you to work on. That's the back to the target drill. Number one, again, feeling that shape of the swing, with the ball starting right of your target and finishing left of your target. One of your common faults, and the reason why that back to the target drill is going to be very beneficial for you, is that you don't get much of a coil, okay? You don't get much of your back facing the target. It's just more of an arm lifting motion and letting the arms drop and swing. Like we talked about earlier, you can't unwind what you never wound up. So another good thing for you to keep in mind is that you want to load over your right leg, feel like you turn your back to the target, and that's what this drill right here will help you do.
All right, so we'll get them coming more from the inside,
More from
on
the
downswing
inside
with that
to the
drill.
outside rather than over the top.
Okay, we have a little segment here we call our Oppenheimer Funds Coaching Tips. For those of you who are regular viewers of Academy Live, you know exactly what it is. We're going to do a quick fix, and Theron Harvey's had a chance to look at some video of one of our friends that watches the Golf Channel. And what do we see here, Theron?
Well, I'll see a great takeaway. Sets a great angle at the top. Maybe takes it a little too far in the backswing. But from there, I mean, in a pretty good position. He's got great spacing between the knees. But you'll notice right there, a lateral move. He moves about a foot forward to try and get back over that ball.
Boy, that's pretty good motion, though, isn't it?
It is a great motion, extremely athletic. You know, to be able to set that angle and maintain it and have that lateral move mixed in there and hit it as crisp as he does is pretty amazing.
So as far as drills are concerned for Jim Mitchell, who we just saw there, what would you tell him to do?
I'll tell you, he has such a great swing and has obviously been playing golf for quite a while. I would have him just set up just a little workstation here with a couple clubs, okay? And no matter how good you are, you'll always see people working with clubs set up on the ground for ball position and alignment. The reason why he has to make such a lateral move here is he has to get back over the ball to cover the ball and make solid contact. And obviously he's extremely athletic to be able to do that. If he could simply feel like he's swinging in a barrel, stay more centered. He's got a great backswing and a great angle of attack here. He'd be in much better shape if he stayed over the ball and not had to make that big lateral move. So again, move that ball position back just a touch. Keep it in relation to the buttons or the logo on your shirt. Don't let it get so far forward that you have to move forward to cover it.
Well, if Jim's a weekend golfer, I wouldn't want to be in that foursome. He probably reaches deep
Boy,
into
I'll
the pockets
tell
of many.
He has a great move.
Yeah, he does. Thanks for sending in your video, Jim. And we're going to take a quick breather on Academy Live. But we have a caller standing by who has a question for Theron Harvey. We'll take it when we come back. This Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern on the Golf Channel, defending champion Adam Scott will return to take on the field of impressive players at the Scandinavian Masters. It includes Nick Faldo, Jesper Parnevik, and Colin Montgomery. Catch it Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern with a special encore presentation at 10 p.m. only on the Golf Channel.
Who says you can't enjoy summer in the city? Who says a light beer can't taste great? Low calorie, low carb, and still light.
Here's what I think. Time is money, cooks in 1 minute. Don't we have anything faster? Fast is good. So I trade with Ameritrade. Qualified trades go through in 5 seconds. or they waive the commission.
Get 1099 internet equity trades plus 30 commission-free trades. Go to Ameritrade.com/guarantee or call today. 800-432-6427.
Go ahead. Took you long enough.
This ball will help Dan Gomez win the longest drive for the second year in a row. This one will help Mary Taylor make her first birdie. And this one will help Tim O'Neill take a couple bucks off his dad. What ball will do all this? The Top Flight Infinity. We made it long, we made it soft, and most importantly, we made it for you.
Dancing.
That'll play.
Who says you can't mix business with pleasure? Who says a light beer can't taste great? Low calorie, low carb Amstel Light.
Is this decaf?
Yeah.
I hate decaf! You know I hate decaf. And another thing, Sonny, you're really chopping them out there.
Chopping?
Mm-hmm. Chopping. You're not making a salad out there. You ever think of going to Liquid Golf? They have all the great clubs you've been yammering about. Plus, low prices, free shipping, and a try it before you buy it program.
Sometimes you can be a real pain in the...
And you can be replaced.
Liquid Golf. Great golf equipment, great prices, great service. www.liquidgolf.com.
Enrolling in the Professional Golfers Career College was one of the best decisions we ever made.
PGCC teaches a nationally accredited curriculum that includes a wide range of classroom and course instruction from PGA professionals and visiting guest lecturers. They even offer outstanding job placement for all graduates as well as financial assistance for those who qualify.
You can turn your passion for golf into a career like we did.
PGCC Temecula, California, educating the future leaders in the world of golf. 1-800-877-4380.
Play resumes on Academy Live. Darren Ames is one of the users of our Golf Channel Game Tracker Pro, courtesy of our friends at golfnow.com. If you'd like to use this tool, log on to thegolfchannel.com. It will make your practice sessions much more efficient. After crunching numbers, Darren can clearly see he's having problems hitting greens in regulation. And he also had a question about adding some distance to his tee shots. And as it would happen to be, we have a caller on the line who also has a question about gaining power. So let's take that call and maybe we can kill two birds with one stone here.
And I'm going to be playing in the Nevada State Amateur, and I'm calling to find out how I can find and get a little bit more length out of my driver. I'm right now a 6.5 handicap, and I drive the ball about 240 to 255 yards, and I'm looking for like an additional 20 to 35 yards. My size is not a problem. I'm pretty tall, and I'm a pretty big guy, and I'm just trying to work on it. I'm a straight hitter, but I'm not a very long hitter.
Okay.
What would you suggest?
Darren has the same problem as Michael, our caller. Both of them looking for an extra 20 yards off the tee.
Okay, with extra yards off the tee, there's a couple things we want to take into consideration here. Number one, we want to turn into the right side. And what I mean by that, loading up the right side, we want to coil up as tight as we can. We want to keep the hips really quiet, really get into that right side. Now you're going to see a lot of the back here facing the ball. And another thing too, don't be afraid to let your head move back off the ball a little bit. It's not a case here where we want to keep the head still. We want to really focus on loading up that right side as much as we can. The second part of that takeaway and loading up the right side is going to be some width here. We see a lot of guys who will get to the top of their swing and the hands kind of collapse in close to them. Okay, not forcefully, we don't want to firm them out there, but from the point of setup, we just want to turn our back to the target and really get some width in here. That's going to give us the power we need to create on the downswing and into the follow-through. Again, you can't unwind what you never wound up. So two big keys to distance are going to be letting yourself turn into your right side, let your head move back slightly, really get that back to the target with some good width.
As far as the percentage of power that you would use on your full swing with a driver, if 100% is the maximum, what percentage of speed do you recommend them swinging to try to get the most out of their power off the tee?
I would like them to feel like they're swinging more 80% with the driver, and not going at it, you know, as fast as they can. 80% is a good number because from there you're going to make more solid hits. If you're trying to go 100%, chances are you're not going to hit it as solid. So you definitely want to be able to swing hard enough to where you can maintain your posture, load up that right side, create some width here with the club, and a bigger swing arc is going to naturally give you more distance, but you still want to make solid contact.
And that's going to give you more control to be able to do that. Great tips there, Theron. All right, if you would like to learn more about the club that Theron's involved with, the Ace Club at Lafayette Hill, Pennsylvania, just log on to the aceclubonline.com. Beautiful place, course designer, Gary Player. You've seen it on Playing Lessons from the Pros. Why don't you go check it out live and in person? We're going to be back in just a moment to wrap things up with Theron Harvey. Stick around.
Academy Live, brought to you by Precept. Inside the golfer, inside the game. Precept is what's inside. McGregor. Demo the new Befoil woods and irons today at a McGregor dealer near you. Gateway. A better way. Golfsmith. If you really love golf, you'll love Golfsmith. Call, click, or come by. Golfsmith.
At 20, he was breaking onto the PGA Tour. At 47, Nick Price is breaking the laws of physics. Inside the golfer, inside the game. Precept. It's what's inside.
What would you rather have, a car or a cleaner environment?
I would love to have a clean environment, but that's like asking someone to give up chocolate, to give up their car. It's just not going to happen. I love my car.
Wow, I must be in heaven. It's golf heaven.
With the largest inventory of golf's best brands, golf's most knowledgeable salespeople, plus the convenience of catalog and internet ordering, Edwin Watts Golf is golf heaven.
Let Edwin Watts Golf bring a little heaven to your game. Wow, I must have been dreaming.
Is he glowing?
Ping, the leader in custom fitting, wants you to get fit. The company that pioneered custom fitting has declared July Ping Club Fitting Month. Visit a Ping Club Fitting specialist for an iron, metal wood, or putter fitting in July and see how this fun and rewarding process can help lower your score and raise your enjoyment of the game. And just for undergoing a club fitting, you'll receive a Ping ball mark repair tool. Visit pinggolf.com to find a participating club fitter near you.
Learn how to hit the ball further and more accurate with Cobra Long Drive champions as they take us center stage on the next Playing Lessons from the Pros.
Coming up on the Natural Golf Makeover Challenge.
The pressure is getting to our fivesome during the final weeks, and the fashion guru has Wild Bill dressing like a real golfer instead of one of Hell's Angels on the next Natural Golf Makeover Challenge.
It's been a fast and furious hour on Academy Live, trying to help the weekend warrior get ready for that Saturday or Sunday
Sure
tee
has.
time. I think we did the job.
I think we did.
We pretty much covered it all. Here with Theron Harvey, who's at the Ace Club in Lafayette Hill, Pennsylvania. This is a special place. It's a Gary Player design. Tell us about some of the more interesting things the Ace Club has to offer.
Well, I'll tell you, we are about a year old. The golf course and the clubhouse, the facility itself is absolutely amazing. We have a membership of 80 members right now that use the club regularly and are just some really special people. And we're looking forward to a really bright future there.
As you know, it's a private club. How much more membership are you looking to pick up? Or are you pretty much right where you want to be?
We